this is showing that it's springtime out here, okay? I, right now, are in the heart of West Springfield, Massachusetts, and we are going to see a garden and things that you can do in the garden that you can create that your wildest imagination can go. I'll tell you, I'm excited. I hope you get excited because this is telling you it's springtime. You're going to be able to do more than you could ever think in your imagination with your mind on what this is. Let's get on the road and let's go do it. So this is so cool. We are at a railway yard, a real living, real railway. And I'm going to tell you, you see these all the time. But you know something in the garden? I'm going to show you, and we're going to go out there and we're going to see how you can incorporate a real garden with real cars and engines and all that in your garden. Let's go ahead and see that. It's unbelievable. Let's go. Wow, so we made it. We are in Springfield, Massachusetts. We are at one of the biggest train shows that they have, but what they're doing is they're doing garden railway. And I think it's amazing. If you look around, and we're gonna go around, there's so much to do with trains going in the garden. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a really, really fun thing to do. Could you imagine incorporating your bushes, your flowers, and your trees into the garden with trains? I'm going to tell you, look over here. This is unbelievable. This is a train layout that you can use in your garden. And look at this. Now, this is Peter. And Peter, what got you into this? Well, this is model trains in the garden.
Get after I actually started kind of as a kid. What you're looking at here is the Chester and Becker Railroad. This is an F scale. It's a little bit bigger than some are. However, it's not as an F scale, it's fine scale. None of these, you can't buy any of these buildings and go build them. These are all built from scratch. We're lucky. Wow. We have a master model railroad, our group, Mike Tyler, who builds many of these, and Steve Morrell, who's a fanatic about detail, detail, detail. And this is actually modeled on the Chester and Becker Railroad, which is in Chester, Mass, down the road. Famous for its blue granite.
So can I stop you for a second? Because these trees right here, we're in a building and it's a rainy day right now, so we're inside the building. But you're telling me you can get an Alberta spruce like this, a real Alberta spruce in the garden, and create a garden with bushes and trees this size or this size and incorporate it in your train layout, is that correct?
There's actually a few flowers that are very good for modeling. They're not actually an Alberta spruce, but they replicate it very well. And most of us grow these in our gardens, so that
look at that.
We
look
can
at that.
have them. And actually, you know, we add the colors to them. Matter of fact, I was responsible for a lot of the trees on this layout. That was kind of my contribution to the layout. Steve and Mike are the main modelers, and these are all taken from photos of the real things, and they're actually made to look like it.
You were telling me something earlier. With train layouts, not only is it summer, spring, and fall, but you can run these layouts during the wintertime. Some of these train layouts have plows.
If you're brave, if you're brave. I did once. I had an engine that was worth about $2,000, and it was snowy. It was snowy, and it was ran by remote, and I ran to the snow, and it disappeared. Okay? It was
really?
Snow. Thank God it had sound, or I would have never found it. I could hear it.
And I noticed by walking around here, some of these train locomotives, their steam and their diesel and all that, they have a camera lens on them. So you can go around your garden and watch it from your phone, your real garden.
That's been a big addition to a lot of layouts in the past, okay? I mean, there's all sorts of things. We even have guys, you know, they've got the gyros and they're following the train, and these kind of panoramic shots you get with the little GoPros and stuff. It's amazing. But even guys go to the detail where that was you turn into a turn. The problem is the camera looks out of the turn. Now have them so they adjust and go around the track so you get the full panorama of what you would see coming out. There's even one where the camera is in the engine cab and you can run it from your iPhone.
You're the engineer.
Yeah.
Wow.
You are the engineer. And what I like about that, I'm also a membership chairman for a large group. and young people are kind of flocking to this because of the technology we have.
That's
and
great.
And they just pick it right up. If I get a tech question, I call my granddaughter.
So not only are we getting gardening, but we're bringing trains into the layout, which is a phenomenal concept. So not only was the years that we'd be down in the cellar playing our trains in the middle of the winter, we can bring them outside. Is that correct?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, a lot of us have, and we have got it out. It's a whole different realm though when you get outdoors, because you do have to deal with nature.
Wow.
There's a young guy here, Stan Ames, today. I'm an operator at his layout. He has, you ready for this? 3,000 feet of track. And
Wow.
It climbs, he does the Rio Grande Western, and it actually climbs 36 feet.
Peter.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for enjoying the hobby.
I got
with
a
us.
big jig show here. I got to go see
You're
everybody.
gonna see
Thank
a lot
you
of
so
things
much.
you-
I love the idea of trains. And one thing I'm going to tell everybody, that I've dedicated this show to my father, an avid train collector. He loved trolleys. And I know he's looking down at us. George, trains and gardens go together. Let's go and see what else we can get our hands dirty with.
Great. Enjoy the show.
No, this is real. This is Outdoor Garden Railway. This is unbelievable. What you're hearing is, it's a real outdoor garden railway that you can bring into your garden. I'm at the show right here in Amherst, Mass. And Ted and Rosa come in here because they're both avid fans. She's a gardener. She loves gardening.
Good to meet you, guys. How you doing?
Definitely
Good
great
to
to
see
meet
you.
you.
Good
And
to
great
see
to
you.
meet you here too. So this is a privilege and an honor. This is unbelievable. And can you just tell me exactly how you built this? I'm beside myself.
With people who do outdoor trains are in a garden, and gardens have water features. So we took our local pond club with our local train club, put them together, and we show them how you can put trains in your garden and add water features. So those are the three parts of having trains outdoors.
This is amazing. And you like the gardening part, which is awesome. The sound is I mean, this is better than TV. This is like better than being at any kind of real thing. And you incorporate real bushes that you plant in the garden. Now here you got Andromeda, you got a bunch of grasses, and don't forget, they're only starting. We're building this. I'm not doing anything. They're building it over here. And you know what the best thing is? They got their son that started with this. Now you told me, grandson, you started collecting trains with the train going. Tell me, I don't want to say the story. You tell me the story.
And you'd see these trains running around the ceiling. So I said, why can't we have one in the house? So we put one around our ceiling for the grandkids. Then I decided to put one outdoors. Then I decided to get into gardening. Then we put a koi pond in. Doing that for about 25 or 30 years. So I have koi ponds, gardens, and trains outdoors.
Did you get her permission to do all this?
When I started dating her, we had 2 ponds. Now we have 9 gardens.
Unbelievable. And you have a garden outdoor train layout.
Oh yeah,
Which we're indoors today. It's raining outside.
So it's where you see trains running over a waterfall. Yep.
And you probably can't see, but there's koi fish in here now.
Yep.
And they're bringing a bass fish tomorrow, I heard, in here. But look at the way that you have azaleas in the background. You have another Andromeda right there. You have your grasses. You have your blue juniper in there. You have real rocks, all to scale. And one key thing is you could just sit there on your easy chair, do what you're doing, and this is something more modern technology. Tell me about this, because this brings in the real deal.
One of the things with tracks outdoors is they get dirty. So now we have battery operated and we have remote controls. So if you want to turn the bell on, you can turn the bell on. If you want to turn the whistle on, you can do the whistle. Very simple. Recharge the batteries that run all day on dirty track. Takes the problems right out of it.
And this
Anyone
is
can do it. Anyone can do it.
in the garden.
Anyone can do it in the garden.
Now, how do you put, like, how do you, tell me how you set this up?
Well, first of all, we've had our garden guy come in, our pond club came in, it's up a little pond today, he built it professionally, and then we decided to put the trains in, and then all the gardens around it, and the little houses and everything else that we do. And the average person could start off with a little tub that they buy at Home Depot, and have a little pond going around their gardens, add a little train set, don't have to be anything elaborate, but it is habit forming. We will add to it, and add to it, and add to it, forever.
And it all
the trains
It
and
never
the gardens
stops.
were-
It never stops.
And you guys are both key on. You enjoy the outside, and you enjoy the outside, and you get to bring this.
Yep.
Can we get 2 toots over this before it goes over the bridge? On command. I mean, that's amazing. That's unbelievable. Well, I know you guys have a lot to work. You've
Yeah.
got to get an engine. I'm interfering.
Big show.
I had to meet you. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you
on the
very
show.
much. Enjoy.
Continue to enjoy gardening. It's the best thing ever. I've got to go meet some more people.
Have
Thank
fun.
you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Be good.
Well, the tankers are already sold, right?
Yeah, yeah. Trying to get there. Did you serve the term tomorrow?
Yeah.
Look at this, the creativity. Like I said, you can do all this in your garden. And each one of these buildings were done by hand. You got a farm, you know, a whole farm scene. Look at, this could be you and me, Chris. Look at sitting outside on our little chairs underneath the little tree right here. You got the farm stand. And as it goes by, the train goes by. The coal train, the steam train and all that. This is a really nice scene. Okay, this is so cool. So you can incorporate a story, a scene in your garden. Check this out. Guess what this is? It's Petticoat Junction. Do you remember the show, Petticoat Junction? The train going by? Here they are in the water tower taking their bath. Here's the guys. Look at a real McCoy pumpkin that is really, it was treated and preserved. And look at, they have that. This is the real Petticoat Junction at the train. You can incorporate this in your garden. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. Who built this? Thank you so much for being on my show.
Hey, no problem.
He built all these. It's unbelievable. Tell me a little bit about how you built these and how your imagination just exploded.
Well, it basically started out with a dollhouse, which is the inn itself. And then once I built that, then it's, because I'm in the larger of the large scale gardens, I can get away with dollhouse stuff. And my scale I model is just a little bit smaller than dollhouse, but not much different.
This is amazing. And it's your favorite show, Chris. Well, thank you so much for sharing this with us. I love this.
Oh, hey, you're welcome.
I know you got a lot to do over there. He's over there wiring for the big show tomorrow. Let's let him get back to work.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So I want to end the segment with, if you want to buy trains, this is unbelievable. Charles Rowe Jr. How long have you been doing this?
Since 1972, we started in business.
Your dad.
My dad started, okay? He was a hairdresser, started in Lionel Trains. He used to sell Lionel at the beauty shop, had 2 showcases. In 1979, we moved to Malden to a real train store. We made all trains only. So that was our first facility. We used to sell Lionel only. We're Lionel's largest dealer. In 1986, we started manufacturing G-scale trains. So then we had to move to another facility in Malden because we had to move manufacturing along with retail sales together. So we manufacture trains in Malden, Massachusetts, and also over in China. And we sell trains throughout the world. So we sell worldwide.
And if you can see this, look at this. If you can't bring some unbelievable magic box cars or cars that have logs on them in your garden, you ain't going to the right store.
Smoke.
Huh?
Steam engine that smoke.
The sounds, and we saw the sound of it. Look at this. He has them. Go over and visit him.
We got everything.
This is unbelievable. Thank you so much for being on the show. Okay, I don't know if yous all had fun and use your imagination. This was unbelievable. Well, you know, I'm hooked. I'm about gonna start right now. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually choosing a log car for the layout out in the garden, hopefully for a future show. And then I'm gonna get this little pyramid flower car. Everyone needs flour. and I'm going to get that. This is a table from the Amherst Railway Society, and all the products and donations all go to them. They're the ones that are sponsoring the show. I got to get a locomotive to get these going, and I'm going to tell you, I can't believe what I just learned and saw. So on that note, always get the garden going. This is another show with Around the Garden with Jimmy K. Get out there and get it done in the garden. Model railroading, this is the way to go. Be good all. Stay tuned. All right, Chris, you ready?
I thought you said you're not going to buy anything.
Oh, yikes. It's going to be a long ride home.